we can get started. We don't have that much time together, so we want to get this party started because we have some wonderful, wonderful topic to talk about today, which is confidence. And so as I said, let's get this rolling. So at iPEC, our mission is truly to raise the consciousness of the world one person at a time. Not only are we certified coaches, but we are, as you can see, a global community of helpers with big hearts and amazing stories, and we love to share them. Energy Explorers, this series is in part to help highlight people who are using their gifts and their talents to really embody their highest selves in order to live their purpose. And I think we're going to see that today with our amazing guest. And it's all about really getting to the heart of what it means to be a certified professional coach in all aspects of our life, and to share the unique journeys that we have impacting individuals around the world and creating that ripple effect. So we're going to ask you moving forward to drop questions into the Zoom Q&A section or the Facebook comments. Try not to put those questions in the chat box, and we're going to do our best to get to all of them. And I am so delighted to introduce our guest today, Jasmin Manke. She is going to actually introduce herself because there is no one better to talk about confidence and their impact on the world than her. So Jasmin, I'm going to invite you to introduce yourself to this amazing group of people who have gathered together today for this conversation.
Thank you so much. Honestly, it's an honor to be here today. And as you were saying this, and as I was feeling into the amazing audience that we have today, I remember my very first moment when I sat in a chair in Mod 1 for iPEC. And I had no idea that one day I would be being interviewed on an Energy Explorer session for becoming the coach that I am today. And I'm so honored to be here today. I want to really, truly thank you from the bottom of my heart. iPEC has changed my life. It has changed thousands of people's lives because of me, of my journey, and the abundance that we co-create together. So for you that don't know me yet, my name is Jasmin Manke, and I am a 7-figure success mentor for incredible entrepreneurs worldwide. I help them attract more abundance and soulmate clients and be confident in their own abilities and just be of the highest impact that they can truly be in this world, because we are all born with gifts, whether we believe in that or not yet. We truly are all born with gifts, and I can't wait to either enhance them with you today or tickle them out of you if you haven't seen those yet. This is what we're here for today. And, if anyone wants to connect with me as well, please, we have the Zoom chat available right now. So please do ask questions. This is not me talking at you. This is a conversation that we're having. We are here to support one another. So please don't be a stranger and do reach out, because I was literally Hermione Granger, front row in iPEC, asking questions all the time because I was like, I need to know everything, and I just love it. So no question is too big, too small, or anything. And a little bit about me and hopefully also why I was invited is I was able to build a life from being an introvert, being bullied at school, having my dad pass when I was only 10 years old on my birthday, to believing that life was hard, success you will suffer from, and eventually might even pass away from, because my dad did. And I didn't understand that life can be easy if we choose to see it that way. I didn't understand what possibilities we have, and that we truly are the creators of our own life. I thought that was just a nice Instagram catchy phrase, and that's it. I didn't truly believe that you could actually have, achieve, and be and do whatever you desire in this world. And it is insane how life has shifted for me and, for all of us if we desire together. So I did my formal education. I've got a bachelor's in international business, French and Spanish. I did a master's for psychology, mental health, neuroscience. Then I did my real estate job. I worked while I was getting two bachelors. I was also working on the side. So you can see there was a pattern that was going on. And then I also worked for finance in a hedge fund in central London, only to find myself completely burnt out at the age of 21 in an abusive relationship where I felt less than, and I felt like I was not good enough, didn't have the confidence. I had a few pounds, emotional eating going on. And I was truly unhappy. I was ticking all the boxes and everything was looking great from the outside, but I really wasn't happy. Anita's asking, did we live the same life? Maybe we did, darling. That's why you're here today. And I know that, maybe we have certain things in common. As you're watching this, my story, I invite you to reflect on your own and how this actually makes sense in your own life in another shape, way, or form, and how we can evolve and grow together, right? We're always the teacher and the student. I still have my little handbook with all the lessons of life and all this beautiful, I just love it. It's fantastic. Anyways, at age 21, I saw a Facebook ad for iPEC in the car on the way to the airport. Can you imagine? Facebook ads work, you guys. And I was talking with my mom because my mother was a coach 25 years ago. And I guess Facebook picked up on that, that I was looking for a coaching certification or maybe thinking about going into coaching. So I can, when I'm a mom and I can work from home and I can earn like $50 an hour on the phone, right? I did not believe I could do a 7-figure business then at all. I was like, maybe, replace my income or something like that, or become better in the corporate ladder, like climbing the corporate ladder and being a better team leader and managing. And, I didn't even imagine the possibilities. That's why thinking back to that now and being here a couple of years later, 5 years later, I'm now 26. I'm Sagittarius, so I'm going to be 27 on the 7th of December. Life is truly shifting. And it's just wonderful how many accomplishments you can achieve and attract, and some I'm not yet allowed to share. But if you keep following me on the social medias, you'll know what I'm talking about very soon. I told Carla, so
my list
I'm just
is
trying.
sealed. And
Yeah.
you brought up this very wonderful image for those of us who are Harry Potter fans. You brought up an image before of Hermione. And what I love about that, and I guess what I'm picking up from that is, besides the sitting in the front row and always raising your hand and asking those questions, if you follow that character, there was a moment where there was an inner belief for her, but on the outside, there wasn't a lot of confidence. And there was that moment when she finally, my daughter would kill me because I'm sure I won't get the scene right, but where something clicked for her and she found her voice. And I remember you sharing, you were probably the youngest in your module. And, some of the, limiting beliefs that even people around you may have had, and maybe that you were harboring for yourself around age and experience and possibility. And, because we're talking about confidence today, what was that moment for you? If you can isolate it, that moment where all of a sudden you chose to believe.
Oh, this is beautiful. Okay, so it was a moment when my heart and my soul was louder than the voice in my head. Because I realized I know the answers to this. I had like 99% or something on my test. Like I don't remember, it was a while ago, please forgive me. But I had like insane grades and stuff. So I was like, I'm actually really good at this, And I realized I help so many people, and you will find yourself, whoever's watching this right now, you are already a coach if you're watching this, whether you're about to take the certification, whether you're thinking about it, whether you have completed it or not. If you're watching this, you're probably meant to be here, and you are probably a true born coach, because otherwise you wouldn't be attracted to this topic. And if we would just stop listening, and this is probably my one part out of the 5 things we're going to mention today, tuning out that voice, that ego voice, and stop making that louder than it really actually has to be and is necessary for you, and listening to your heart and tuning inwards in meditation or a walk or in music or in movement, wherever you find yourself. It's usually music and dancing for me, and or like taking a shower, whatever, and you're not focused on here, but you're actually letting this beautiful heart that we all have and are grateful to have, let that guide you. You will just know so much more about yourself than you can possibly imagine in this moment right now, because I stopped focusing on all the limitations and limiting beliefs. And there's people in there that felt too old. There was people in there like me, felt too young. People in the middle who are like, what am I doing here? I'm neither, right? So there's always reasons to believe why, what's wrong is always available, but so is what's right, and why you should be there, and why you're exactly, because you're young. And I remember seeing this like inspiring Vanessa or someone, I think her name is, and she's a 16-year-old coach. And all of a sudden I felt old. I was like, right, that's it, Jasmine. That limiting belief is no longer an excuse. It's not happening. You're good.
I love that. So really tuning out the voices in our head, right? That's, we talk about that a lot. That, we get to choose, right? What those mean. We get to choose the more powerful thought there. But I love this idea of just listening to your heart and, tuning out the ego and really capitalizing on what you truly believe and what you were meant to do. And as an admissions coach, we spend a lot of time talking about, what is that vision that you have? And some people are afraid to voice it because it feels so untouchable. But the more that we can create clarity around what it is that we are here to do, that purpose, that soul purpose, the more open we are to the possibilities of being able to act on that without that fear, and lock into that confidence. Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely. And I think that's the second point to gaining more confidence, Carla, because knowing what you desire and having a clear vision so that you actually shift your focus from the lack of confidence towards what it is that you want, and let yourself dream, let yourself hold that vision and tune towards that, instead of focusing on like, oh, I don't have the skills yet, I'm not doing this yet. Who cares what's going on right now? Because that's not where you're going. You should be focused on where you're going instead, what your vision is, because that will give you the confidence. And before you know it, like me right now, you're going to look back and be like, oh my God, this was me 5 years ago. I just had this like moment right now. I really felt it when you started talking about it, and I can feel the energy from all our incredible participants right now. I felt the whole, like, some of you are still students, some of you graduated, some of you wanting to join. There's so many different energies coming up, and like really with that iPEC vibe, which is beautiful. And I was like, oh my God, it's like the sky is the limit. So the only regret that you're going to have is not dreaming bigger, because you're going to achieve whatever you want, whether you like it or not. Eventually you will get there. So keep going and trust that your vision is meant for you. There's a saying that really helped me. There's actually two sayings. I'm going to make that point 3. The first session for vision 2, for the point 2, is if you desire it, you are meant and you are destined to have it. God and the universe are not having a joke, a laughter. They actually desire for you to have it. That is why it's placed on your heart for a reason. And that's why you are meant to have it, right? So don't play small. You're meant to have it. You're meant to want the things, and you get to desire, and you get to be grateful for the things that you have. Absolutely. But it's okay to want more. It's okay. It's natural. It's normal, right? Like Bruce would say, either we are growing or we are dying.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, look at that. You've touched this viewer, and it makes sense, right? These are things that we need to be reminded of. Because we were just saying before, we're so busy in the doing. We're so busy in the doing that we forget that being part of just sitting in that space of knowing and connecting to what it is that we are meant to do, or that we simply want to do. And that is so powerful. And so I'm thinking back to our conversation, Jasmine, and, you being a student and, not quite connecting yet to what it is, your purpose, your niche, right? And I know that there's a lot of people that sit in that space, whether they are thinking about coach training right now, or they're in the middle of their first module, second module, third module, and there's all of that. What do I do? What do I do now? This is, tell me a little bit about your process, and that may tie in also to this overall conversation of confidence.
Carla, you're not going to believe it. Remember, I just had the third quote coming up.
Yeah.
And that quote that I was thinking about saying, and you just gave the perfect introduction for it. If nothing is certain, everything is possible. Right? And it's like, if you don't know, that is beautiful. That's perfect. It means that we have from scratch, we get to build, right? And it's like this painting here. I moved into my apartment in Dubai and it came with this painting. Now, personally, the painting is okay, but it's not really my style. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint it white, and I'm currently contemplating what I desire to be on this painting. I have the choice of using what is, right? And try to see this as a metaphor with your life, everyone, or your business or whatever. I have the foundation. So I was thinking I'm going to get some gold to match my pillows, right? And keep the blue to kind of keep in the vibe of what's going on, and add to it and enhance the things that I desire in my life and my business and what I want, right? Your niche, the things you're already great at. Or I have the choice of completely painting it white and deciding that, hey, actually, I want to change it completely, and I want to completely start fresh, and I can start from whatever. And if you looked at your business and your life that way, your niche, you can either focus on the things that you're already great at and you already have that path. You can go down that path and enhance it and, add gold or whatever you want to add and really niche that down. Or you can actually start contemplating a whole new direction. There is no right or wrong, right? We give it meaning. I mean, you all know this, and you see how I'm actually living those principles that I did definitely also get from iPEC. It's huge, right? And I'm honored. Bruce has become such an important person in my life. It's beautiful, and such an honorable person. So if you think about it, with your business right now as well, the process as well, the first step is definitely letting go of all the fears that are holding you back. There's always going to be new fears, and that is okay, and it's normal, and it's human, right? You're human still. We sometimes tend to forget that, but we are still humans as well, and we do have fears, and it's normal. But it doesn't allow us to actually stop us from our greatness. That's the key point. So what we want to do is we want to eliminate and get rid of the limiting beliefs that are holding us back, right? Those gremlins, and letting those go. That's key, because if you're focused on lack and why it's not going to work, you have a bit of a clouded vision, and you can't actually see what you actually want because you're so occupied with playing smaller than you actually desire to play, that you're not going to take the action that you actually want. So I've made this process, and I love, this is actually part of what I teach in the Confident Boss Academy, which is very different than other business coaching programs, right? I help women, female coaches attract soulmate clients specifically. And I've helped hundreds of also, coaches worldwide, iPEC coaches aged between 18 to 65 from Netherlands, New Zealand, Nigeria. I've maybe even actually one client was also from New Jersey, also, closer to the Hamptons as well. She was there. So Europe, UK, it doesn't matter. We all have limiting beliefs. It doesn't matter. We all have them. And the first step that I always say when they join is we have to get your mindset right, so that when we start with the strategies and we start focusing on your profitable niche, we want to focus on your magnetic messaging so we attract clients towards you, because I'm not about chasing clients or getting clients or hustling hard. I just completely taken those words out of my vocabulary, because I realized it's not nice for the clients, and it's also not nice for me and for anyone. And becoming in that, like you say, Carla, that higher consciousness of for everyone, raising your levels, right? of moving up the energetic scale is what we're all about. So letting go of limiting beliefs that are holding you back. I mean, if you want to try to do all of them, it's going to be a lifetime, because it's normal that there will be more and more and more, or less and less and less. But either way, it doesn't matter. Get rid of the couple that are actually currently stopping you. Then you want to focus on that niche, because I do believe, I know that many coaches have different opinions on this. I personally think it's great to have a niche, because your marketing is going to become a lot easier, because you either have, creating a niche or having a really like loyal brand. So like people buy because it's you, right? So I'm a bit of both right now, because I am already established. People know who I am. And that's kind of like my one-on-one level coaching. It's like very tailored to what they need, but they know they want to work with me. Whereas in my courses, I'm just giving you all examples so you kind of know what it tangibly would look like, to give you more confidence. Because when you have these things set up, it will give you confidence, just knowing, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And this could just be you brainstorming, because trust me, what you're going to do in the end, it might be completely different than what you think you're going to do now. Like me, $50 an hour telephone, that, that didn't work out. Even if I tried, I wouldn't have time to sleep, so it's beautiful. So having those steps aligned and your magnetic messaging to attract those ideal clients, I personally believe will really help you. Yes.
Yeah.
Did
No,
you
I
want
love.
to mention
No,
Carla before I keep going?
no, I'm taking it all in. I'm taking it all in and writing lots of things down, because there's several quotes here that you need to trademark and probably put on a sweatshirt or a t-shirt or something. If nothing is certain, everything is possible. I mean, that needs to be everywhere. I love that. Just on that, I have some notes again from our original conversation, and was this idea of belief is what you're talking about. It's energy first, consistency, belief, and stepping into an identity. And one of the things that you said was your niche will find you. The common denominator is you. And I think just in that statement alone, it is the belief in yourself. And again, it's there's a reason that the theme of this is confidence, and we keep coming back to it. But when you are the common denominator, and that firm belief in what you are here to do and how you can support others, it sounds like that can also be a jumping off point for individuals, to attract, as you're saying, their soul client. How does that stand up for you?
Well, I really truly believe that everything, by the way, if anyone wants to post these quotes, please tag me on my Instagram. Here it is, Jasmin Manke Coaching. You want to post the quotes, please tag me, Jasmin Manke Coaching on Instagram. I definitely need to get some of them trademarked, like you said, Carla. Some of them are not my quotes. I picked them up over the years. So, I feel like in this gorgeous coaching world, it's like we're all collaborating, and there's different versions of saying different things. Everybody kind of adds their own kind of flavor to it. But yeah, so the common denominator is you, because you're your most important employee in your business. You're the most important person in your business in general, because your energy and your vibe will always speak louder than your actual words will. So you can sense a lot more than that. And I feel like as you being the common denominator, you want to see how you actually feel about your niche. So if you just are doing it to get money, which is not I'm not saying not judgmental at all with that. There's certain things that I probably taking action on without realizing that, like, for example, running Facebook ads was very profitable, but it kind of started to go against my values, because there was things that were being said by my copy editor and things like that. I was like, I probably wouldn't have said it that way, nothing major. But of course, in business, you will start doing things sometimes maybe that, you might not have done if you would have believed that, oh, going live and building an organic audience would be just as profitable. So in terms of your niche as well, maybe at the beginning, you might choose something that you think is going to be profitable versus what you actually want to be doing. And this is a kind of moment of truth situation. We could put this as a point 4 as we're going through it. We still need to bring one. Point 4 of being really honest with yourself. Are you doing it because you think it's going to be profitable? Or do you actually desire whatever it is that you're doing it? Are you coming from a pure desire? And when you're coming from a pure desire, you may have more confidence because you're actually standing behind whatever it is that you're doing. You're not uncertain because there's nothing to be wobbled, right? Your belief systems, those chairs on your belief table, they're solid because you truly believe it from your heart. And when you show up, you trust. Like every word that I'm saying right now, I'm not trying to be anyone. I am Jasmin Manke. I'm who I am. And I'm not pretending. I don't need anyone to like me on here. I love you guys regardless, whether you like me or not. I think it's beautiful that you're spending time here with me and Carla today. I honor you for being here. And I would rather trigger you and help you resolve something than be nice and just, say the things that I think people will like, because that's not getting us anywhere. No one, right?
That's that authenticity message. And yeah, so we are running short on time. So I want to see if we can get to point 5 if you have it. And then I know that you also have something for those who are watching.
I would love to nominate Being Authentically You, number 5, because like doing it for what reason was number 4. And then number 5, definitely, do you actually, are you being authentic with it? And absolutely, I would love to give you all a gift. And I thought about this. I have multiple gifts available for many, many incredible people, women, men, all of you. Send me a message if you can on Jasmin Manke Coaching on Instagram with the word iPEC. And I'm going to be sending you a surprise. I have a PDF. If you can't find me on Instagram, I'm just going to give you the link to the PDF here as well, just for, safety reasons in case you can't find me. It is a PDF, which is 5 things you must master to attract clients consistently. And these are the exact steps my clients have used to go from low inconsistent months to more soulmate clients through their social medias and through whatever, form and whatever, even in person, you can attract clients anywhere. But if you want to have other resources like 100 Instagram reels that you can monetize on your Instagram, I have incredible masterclasses. I did one, The Comeback, how I created a 7-figure coaching business with flow and alignment. I have so many different resources. I have a free abundance meditation. And so many of my incredible community queens message me like, oh my God, I manifested this amount of money. I manifested this. So just message me the word iPEC, and I'm going to make sure to give you a couple of resources as a surprise and see whatever works best for you. Because I love to give you whatever you need.
Clearly her love language is gifting, right? And before we have to wrap up, I just want to share a couple of things. First and foremost, Jasmin, thank you so much. Your energy is everything. I think everyone listening to this right now has probably ramped it up a few levels just from your generosity of spirit and what you're putting out there into the world. We are going to add links to get in touch with Jasmin so you know where to find her. And if you're curious about what it means to be a coach or have other questions about what it might look like for you to take the next step in your own coach training journey, we've got you covered on that. We'll give you information about booking a call with an admissions coach like me. It would be such a wonderful opportunity and a privilege to chat with you. And to let you know, we have another wonderful way to connect with the iPEC community, and that is through coaching office hours. And our next one is Thursday, November 4th at 9 a.m. It's a wonderful way to just get some questions answered that might be top of mind for you about coaching, about iPEC. Community is one of our top values. And so it is such a wonderful opportunity to get together with our graduates like Jasmin and with all of you amazing people who plugged in today. We are over, so I want to sign off, say thank you again. It's Carla Greengrass, admissions coach with iPEC, and Jasmin Manke. So great to spend this afternoon with you, or evening for you. Take care, be well. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.